But you?
Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm gonna give it a second and let some folks come in the room. Let Alan get us pulled up so he can read comments. We are crafting inside. It is just way too cold outside, and I didn't feel like having to go out and get the building heated up and all that good stuff.
Okay. Alright, there we go. They saying hello to you.
Hey everybody, what are my numbers?
50.
Okay, I was just trying to give it a second to let folks come in so that I'm not repeating myself.
Yeah, and if you're on the replay, you can fast forward to the next 30 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to open my Temu haul. We were going to do this yesterday. I forgot. I was going to craft last night, but I didn't get out in the building and get any stuff. It was cold. So that's why we're doing it tonight. I do apologize. But hey, it happens. Okay. So this is just my little trash bag holder. Cheap little trash bag holder. Okay, I got these two canvas paintings. And Alan is going to make me some old pallet wood frames for them. And I will show you guys what they are. As soon as I can get them out of here.
Oh, you want some frames built for those?
I already told you that.
I didn't know what for.
Okay. Ain't it pretty?
Highland cows.
I like that. That's pretty.
Oh, cows.
Oh, cow. I think it'll look. I haven't decided which one I want to put in my dining room here yet.
Well, what's the other one look like? Same thing?
You're about to see. And these are only like $4 off Temu. They're unframed canvas. I think it says paintings, but they're not like paintings. I think they're like printed, like sublimated or whatever you call it. Canvas prints. I think that's what it is.
I can build you some old frames for it.
Okay, here is my second one.
One more ones in a
Different places.
Oh, different places.
Yeah. Come on out of there. This one might be hard to fit back in.
Ooh, Marcy said she's been without heat since 5 o'clock.
Oh,
I just turned ours back on like 2 minutes ago. Oh, that's a big old cow. Becky, you have changed. You need a haircut.
ooh.
Muriel said her electricity's going in and out.
Oh, I hope it doesn't go out on you. It's a very cold night. Alan and I just got back from going over visiting Michelle. It's cold outside.
Becky loves her howling cows.
Yes, I do.
If we had a fenced-in yard all the way around,
I'd have me a Howling cow.
she'd have her one for me to take care of. I'd have me a howling cow. That's what it'd be, ain't it, Becky? I'm surprised you got that back in there.
I know, right?
Somebody, Sarah said she likes your sweatshirt.
Thank you. I've had this sweatshirt forever. Put those over there, dear, so they don't get messed up. Okay, now this is the paint brushes and stuff that I got from Temu. Now I got these off Temu because I went on Amazon gonna get some, and they were way more expensive.
Why did you get this? We've got 3 of them in there.
No, we don't.
Oh, we ain't got none of these left?
I have none of those now.
Where'd they go?
They broke. I had one and it broke.
Oh.
I don't know how you get 3 from one. So I got these foam ones. And I got these. Michelle loves to paint with these. The round sponges.
What do you do with those?
You paint with them. I got these little paint brushes. I'm going to have to open them up so y'all can see them.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
They are these little paint brushes, and they're really soft.
Let me see how cheap it is.
It's really soft.
All of them the same?
Yeah.
Well, it would be okay for a while.
And I got these brushes.
Here you go.
And then I bought these little chippy brushes. If I can get this open. It's as good as the ones I get at Dollar Tree.
Oh, you got little chippy brushes?
Yeah. I'm not going to get that back in there. Okay, what else do we have? I bought little wire brushes to clean my paint brushes with, and they have the little wire brush at the end also. Oh, and then I bought these. They're knife sharpeners, but they're supposed to do scissors also.
No, it usually takes Becky about anywhere from 5 to 10 days to get her stuff, don't it?
Yeah. If it looked like one of these orders was late, the Highland Cows, they were late, so they gave me a $5 credit. I have a $5 credit towards my next order.
Yeah, they're good about returns and credits and all that.
So that means essentially I got one of those prints for free. I broke a nail, so I cut all my nails off. I can't open nothing, y'all.
What is that supposed to be?
It's knife sharpeners, but they're supposed to do scissors. Okay, I could see that sharpening your scissors.
I want to see something.
Yeah, it worked. These are like $1 or so a piece. No, I think it was $1.98 and you get 2. Y'all know how dull my scissors get. Works pretty good.
Let's see what it sharpens. We're fixing to find out if it really sharpens a knife or not.
It did pretty good on my scissors. And it's got a little sticky thing to put on the bottom. So anyways, that's my Temu haul. Let's shove it all back in the bag so we can craft.
Yeah, we are gonna craft.
Yes, we are crafting. I like these little brushes, y'all. They feel like they're going to be pretty good quality, don't they?
Yeah.
For doing crafts, these feel like they're going to be really good. And I like the fact that they're like the size of the popsicle sticks, but a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker.
This would be okay for your stuff. I have to use whetstone on mine. I'll pocket knife.
Alright.
How much were the canvases?
The canvases were, okay, they were like $4 to $5, but they go on up in price depending on which ones you ordered. The ones I ordered were no more than $4 or $5 a piece. That's why I say with my $5 refund that I got because my order came in on the 13th instead of the 12th. One of them was basically free.
Okay, how many bags?
But yeah, they're only like $4 to $5. Now some can be a little bit higher depending on the size that you ordered. But just you can look them up under unframed canvases.
Did you keep one of them brushes out? Did you try?
Oh, give me one to do my Mod Podge with.
Oh, my.
Yeah, you can look them up under unframed canvas prints.
I'd use it for paint. I wouldn't use it for Mod Podge.
Well, I bought plenty of them. We don't need these right here. These can get put back up. Let me put that back in here with the little pad that goes on the bottom of it.
No, I wouldn't go back there. What is this? I mean, I can read what it says, but it don't make no sense what it is.
Okay, so we're gonna do one of the little lattice hearts, and we're going to do a oh, what do you call it? It was on the tip of my tongue. Where you use different textures and different fabrics and I can't think of it now, y'all. Y'all know what I'm trying to think of though. It'll pop in my head in a little while. Okay. So I'm going to do this one and the bottom one in this rose colored napkin. The top and the middle one here are going to get the coffee stained paper.
Mixed media?
Mixed media. There you go.
Multimedia?
There you go. Y'all knew what I was trying to think of. My mind, my hands, and nothing seems to work anymore.
Looks like it's got another layer on it.
I think it does. It does. And I should have had me some tape. It's so cold out in that shop. I was like, get what I need and get out.
Didn't you say your thing of water was froze with brushes?
Yes, y'all. We had a little thing like this with water on my table with brushes in it. It was frozen solid. I could pick the whole thing up by the brush handles. And like, now mind you, I paid extra to have that building insulated. Well, I'm sorry. It didn't work.
That spray insulation ain't no good at all.
That's whatever they sprayed my building with ain't worth a crap. Because that sucker was cold.
We'd have been better off putting it, roll insulation in it.
Had I known, we would have. Which means, y'all know that if that water's frozen, that means my paint and stuff is frozen. I'm going to have to thaw out too. I thought about turning the heater on out there and just leaving it on low for the next couple of days. Just so all my stuff wouldn't freeze up. But I didn't know how bad Alan would raise the roof off the place if I did. And I did not get my torch or my sanding block. Do you have a lighter? I'm going to need
I got a lighter.
I'm going to need to burn the excess off because I did not bring my torch. Okay, so this is going to have to go like this in order to cover. We're going to do the napkin first.
Ooh, Patty said, baby, it's cold outside. -3 today.
It is very cold out.
-3. That's pretty cold.
Georgia's cold as a well digger's behind in January.
John, are you in here? I think I've seen your name earlier. You didn't bring an X-Acto knife or nothing, did you?
No.
You want my little razor knife thing?
When I tell you it was cold out there, I mean it was cold.
Nancy, hello.
If your nose was running, you were making snot sickles. Where'd I just put my scissors? I sharpened them, and where'd I put them? Did you? Oh, didn't I?
No, don't blame me. They're just gonna blame me.
No, I was gonna say, did you move my scissors over there?
Yes, Sue. That's all Mod Podge really is Elmer's Glue and Water, I think.
Pretty much. You can use that Elmer School Glue. This one, I'm not sure what it has in it, but it's that's dishwasher proof, waterproof.
Oh, you got the blue bottle, don't you?
Yeah, I grabbed the first bottle I saw. Yeah, dishwasher safe. Okay. Alan,
Hold on a minute. Let me read what John wrote. Why do ducks have those feathers on their butts? I don't know, John. Feathers on their butts. You might get me on this one. Dolores said, where do you get your napkins? Everywhere.
Followers have sent me some. I think Michelle ordered these from Temu.
You know what John said?
What?
To cover their butt quacks.
Oh. Can you do me a huge favor?
What I gotta go do?
Could you go out to my building and get that little finger sander?
Finger sander?
The little skinny sander?
Yeah. John, I'm gonna give you something to think about for 1 minute while I'm going out there. What has 5 toes and is not your foot? I'll be right back.
Somebody else's foot. That napkin is really pretty. Like I said, I think Michelle got this one from Temu. I'm not sure if it's one I got or one she got. These are perfect for my Podge.
Couldn't find it.
You couldn't?
No. I brought you this in just in case it might work.
I'll cut a piece of it and make it work.
I got out there and I said, okay, if I was Becky, where would I put my finger sander? So I started looking in the floor. It's cold out there. I didn't even have a jacket
That's
on.
what I said. Did you see the bucket of ice on the table?
No, I was looking for finger sander.
It was probably on the table.
Yeah, she gives the joke away. I hate it when she does that.
Did I give it away? I guessed it.
Yeah, I was going to say my foot.
I really didn't know.
Yeah, she gave it away, John, but I was going to say it. It's not your foot, it's my foot. But you was talking about ducks a while ago, John? Do you know why ducks quack? Because they can't move.
Okay.
Where did the cows go on Saturday night?
I know.
I don't know that one.
To the movies. All right. Y'all aren't gonna believe what just happened.
What happened?
I turned this thing on and something come flying out of it.
Dirt.
I don't know.
What is the frog's favorite shoe?
Reeboks.
Is it? Probably. Open toads.
Open toed. I figured they were Reeboks. Okay, let's get this excess off.
And I think Sue said use an emery board in between the cracks if you have one.
I don't have one. This will work fine though. Yeah, it worked good.
And Melinda said hello.
Hello, ladies.
All right, Miss Alice. She says she keeps losing it. She'll have to watch the replay.
Oh.
All right, John, go take care of that water, ma'am. Susan, did you hear about the frog in the no parking zone? It was in a toadway.
Oh.
Thank you, Miss Gloria, for sharing. Sharing is caring.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Miss Laurie. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Roxanne.
Okay, there we go. How cute is that? Doesn't that look cute?
That's cool.
Okay, so far, we've taken our little lattice strip heart from the DG, Dollar Tree, not DG, from the Dollar Tree. And we've Mod Podged our napkin on the bottom and in the center here. Now we're going to do some of this coffee stained paper on this part and this part. And I'm thinking I want to rip it into pieces.
That sounds like some thick paper.
It's just book paper.
Oh, thank you, Miss Nancy. Hey, Sandra.
Smells good. Okay.
Oh, Miss Pam said hey.
Hey, Miss Pam.
Kathy said she was wondering what she's going to do with the other two pieces.
We're going to make it short.
Muriel said, well, I'm back. She's going through that storm.
Oh, goodness.
Janine said hello from Ohio.
Hello, Janine from Ohio. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, hey, Joanne. Oh, Donna said hello from Phoenix. It's going to be 70 tomorrow.
Oh, goodness. They're getting warm weather.
Becky Mills said, oh my God, it's been so long since I caught you live. Crafting.
Yep, it's been well, we crafted some last week.
Muriel, I don't know how low it's supposed to get for us tonight. I think it's going to get like, what, the 20s?
I think so. Is my sister not on here?
Sister's in here.
Sister, how low is it supposed to get tonight?
She was in here earlier.
She might have popped back out.
Okay, Janice said it's going to be 20 in Athens, so that's about what we're going to be at probably. Yeah, I would say negative 12 is pretty cold. Me don't like that cold weather. Marcia said 20. It's going to be 22 in Georgia. I know, Rosa, right? Let's all go to Arizona.
We need to do something, don't we? It's too cold.
Kathy, she's just doing some kind of.
We're doing a Valentine heart, and we're doing like mixed media. We gotta keep that one turned up.
Mixed media. Sounded like rain there for a minute.
And just a furnace.
Yeah. How's that brush working out for you?
I love it for the Mod Podge.
Thank you, Miss Teresa. Miss Susan Cole said hey.
Hey, Miss Susan.
Thank you, Miss Bobby. I guess it could be Tom, but I'm saying it's Miss Bobby.
Okay, I'm gonna try to trim. Some of this paper, and then I'll hit it with the heat gun, and we'll try to sand some of it off. If that don't work, we'll burn it off.
Nancy said, did it come from the Dollar Tree, the heart?
Yes, it did. Yes, the heart is from the Dollar Tree.
Okay, it is Bobby. I ain't seen Ricky in a while.
Is he in there?
No. No, I'm just saying I haven't seen
Ricky Harris?
Harrison, yeah.
He takes spells of coming in and out.
You know, he's got his own page going too.
Yes.
Janine sent you some stars.
Thank you so much, Janine. Y'all, I'm just trimming what I can with the scissors. Just to make it a little bit easier with that sanding paper.
Sue Anderson says you're good support for each other. My husband could care less about my crafting. Muriel said, Becky, you're so good at all you make.
Oh, thank you, y'all. I have got to pull my sweater off. I'm getting hot.
Oh, she's supposed to get,
Let me step off camera so both shirts come up.
she's supposed to get nude.
No, she ain't.
Both shirts came up.
You lying?
Janine sent you some more stars.
Thank you, Janine.
We really do appreciate that.
That heat kicked on and it started getting hot. Okay. So let's hit this with this heat gun. Lord help me.
You need some water for this brush?
Yes, please.
What got soaked and
I'm about ready to splash in that ice cold water. I don't know that I was through with that yet.
well,
I mean, I hope I am,
you
but
said yeah.
yeah, I wanted some water for it, but I didn't know you were gonna.
Well, you could have put that back in your jar.
Yeah, I didn't know you were gonna fish it down in it yet.
Well, you got a napkin, you can dry it off and do that.
Okay, I think that's dry enough. Oh, I keep wanting to set it in the floor, and if I do, I feel like I got the snots. If I do, I'm going to melt
You
my
call it.
rug. Okay.
Janine sent you some more stars.
Thank you, Janine. Yo, I think this is going to be cute.
Uh-oh, she said it's going to be cute.
I'm like shaking this whole table. Oh, you're doing it.
You was doing that. I just did it after you said that. You really was shaking the whole table.
You might need to tighten her up.
I got it tight as she can go. Belva, is that just pages from a book?
Yes. I copy stained them and ripped them up. I'm gonna have to vacuum in here.
Mr. John said, looking great.
I thought thought he left to go play in the water.
He had to go check on his light in the wheelhouse.
Oh.
So he don't have to play in the water.
Tomorrow. I got it.
Yes. Ain't nothing like getting up in freezing cold weather having to play in water.
We were so happy we got up this morning and ours wasn't frozen up.
Yeah.
Y'all know here in the South, our pipes and things aren't protected the way y'all's are up north.
Not unless you do it yourself.
So when we get cold weather, it can be disastrous. I mean, it's not uncommon for us to get below freezing in the winter, but we normally don't get too really bad, do we?
Not really. We don't get all that pretty cold snow y'all get.
Like, we literally, was it last week, we were having the doors open?
Yeah, running around in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt.
I weren't running around in no shorts, but I was running around in a tank top and leggings with the front door wide open, airing, you know, letting the house air out. Which I gotta gripe a little bit, y'all.
Oh no.
So like, we really haven't had a lot of cold weather. Like, to the point that most days we're not even using the furnace. And we're able to, most of the time, prop the door open. So when we got a power bill for $600 this month, I was flabbergasted.
But everybody online in our area said their power bill.
Their power went up too.
They raised the price of power or something.
Because it's like, I know that we've not been that cold and we've been propping our door open.
I keep telling her, complaining about it ain't gonna change the fact.
I can't help it, y'all.
It ain't gonna change the fact that the bill is what it is.
I can't help it, y'all.
I hate it as much as you do, but there ain't nothing we can do about it but pay it.
Like, I'm one of those people, I can't go in Goodwill without getting pissed off and leaving. And normally I'm not one to fuss about prices or anything.
I can't stand going in Goodwill with her. Who prices this crap? Look at this. $5 for a $1.50 Dollar Tree item.
Yes, y'all. We found Dollar Tree items in the Goodwill for like $4 and $5. It's like, why am I going to buy a second hand for 3 times the price of it brand new just a half mile down the road? I can't help it. I cannot help it. Things like that get to me.
Yeah, Nan, hopefully you don't get frozen in there, girl.
Okay, we got my little trash piles over here getting mixed up with some of my other stuff, y'all.
You got what?
My little bitty trash pile
Yeah.
was getting mixed in with my raffia and stuff. I needed a little small trash can. Is what I needed.
Here.
Or bag or something.
Ask and ye shall receive.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. I didn't actually wipe snot on this, y'all. My nose wasn't running. It just felt like it.
Oh, she's got a big booger on it, and she's just getting it all over that brush. I see it. Becky said Michelle's house was, what'd you say, cozy?
It's so cozy and homey. You know, it's a small little home, and it's just so cozy over there. I said, Michelle, does it feel like home now? She said, I always felt like home. Hunter said the same thing. It always felt like home. Michelle said, Mama, home is where your bed's at. Because when the power went out last week, she was without power too. And they came over here because, you know, we have the gas heater. That way, you know, they still had heat. Could be warm even if we didn't, you know, couldn't watch TV or anything. And they just could not get comfortable sleeping on the couch in the love seat. Without her bed here, it didn't feel like home to her. And I told Hannah, I said, well, baby, your room's still there. I said, I'll go clear everything off the kitchen, the dining room table, and you can crawl up there and use it for a bed. Your room's still there.
You just see them from the kitchen now.
Yeah. Because, you know, the dining room is what we had made Hunter's room. Okay, so we're going to add one of the little wooden roses from the Dollar Tree.
I thought it was an owl.
No, that's a little rose. And we're going to put it up here. Okay, and then down at the bottom, maybe a heart. And we're going to do... We want this up here. We're not putting anything in there. We're going to do Be Mine across this middle where the roses are. Just like this. I'm wondering, do I want to put a heart in between?
Use this brush as a spacer back here.
Well, right now I'm just laying it out to see how.
I'm saying, look, that's a perfect spacer right here.
And then and then I'm thinking on the top right here, a raffia bow, and maybe some lace and raffia to make a little bow right here on this side.
You gonna paint the rose red or anything?
Or should I maybe do the rose in between the Be Mine? What do you guys think? Should I do a heart in between it or the rose? I don't think rose on rose looks good. I think like that, maybe. Maybe we don't even need this one. Just the little rose up here.
I don't see any red paint, so I don't guess she is going to paint it.
No. And just maybe the little rose up here and then the bow on this side.
Yeah, everybody said heart.
Okay. And I think we'll leave the bottom just a little... Just the napkin.
I can go grab me a Rolade.
Heartburn. I told you.
And potato biscuits.
Yo. I decided tonight that I was going to make homemade biscuits and fried potatoes. Have a tater biscuit for supper. And I fried them things. And I got to looking at them and I told Alan, I said, I can't eat these. I can't do it. He said, why? I said, all that grease is going to weigh heavy on my chest, and I'm going to feel like I'm having a heart attack if I eat that greasy food. So, him and my son Mike ate the fried potatoes and biscuits, and I took some over to Michelle. And I just made me vegetables. I made me sauteed squash, some carrots, and some green beans. There just weren't no way, after looking at them potatoes, that I knew I was not going to be able to eat that. I don't like that spacing. I'm just going to eyeball it. And if it ain't perfect, I will.
It ain't gotta be perfect, does it?
No. You know how I am. It's the imperfections that make me like it more.
Ooh, I don't know if I could drink any vinegar. She is putting, here, let me adjust the camera up a little bit for y'all. Whoops, that's down. I just ain't trying to put it down her shirt, you know? Should have had to hold it up. I don't want to point it right down her shirt.
Oh, you're going to see his necklaces. Okay. Here's what we got so far. Now, the little Scrabble tiles, I think Michelle ordered those from...
Temu.
Did she get them? Yeah, Temu.
Temu.
Temu has a lot of scrapbooking and crafting supplies if you've never looked.
A lot of people on the page said, on that post said that they don't trust Temu's site. But don't use your credit card. Use a prepaid card or PayPal.
So when I do Temu, I use my PayPal account because it is secured through PayPal. I don't have to worry about
Giving them information.
giving them any of my information or anything.
Naomi said that's where she got hers, Temu.
Okay, I gotta figure out how I want to make my little raffia bow.
I just do it like tying a shoestring.
Some of this. I'm going to cut this. Let's do this again. I swear to y'all, my little raffia bows never turn out good.
I don't like it.
Let me try some lace. Well, there's that. I'm gonna do a little raggedy bow.
Kim Price is hey.
Hi, Kim. Just try making a little raggedy bow and adding some raffia to it. And we're just gonna mix it all up. Forget about it. I don't gotta be perfect. Be however I do it. Would have been cute if I had some like red material in it that like matched that. And I can tell you now, I'm already messing up because I didn't put nothing down to tie it with. Oh well. Let me stand up a minute. Oh, my back. Just do. There we go. We drug him. Drug that one out. Okay, now I like that up there, but guys, I kind of like this for it too. If it had been going through like that.
That better where you at. Other way. Yeah. Looks like it flows better. no, Janine, that's not the way it works. That last comment you made, I can't repeat that. I can't say that word on here. Yeah, if I said that word, Facebook would give us a spanking.
I gotta look at this.
Oh no, it's okay. Y'all can say that. We just can't.
Okay, I feel like I need the bow on this side. Which means I gotta bring this rose up. Not so bad. The bow on this side.
Put flowers on the bow.
Ooh, that was hot.
They said yes. I guess to where you're putting it now.
Yeah. Uh-oh, I knocked the M off. Not the M, the N.
I feel so that ain't no him. Carol said, perfect.
What do you guys think? I don't really think it needs anything up here. I think we just need to put our little hanger back on.
Better, cute.
Where did I put the little hanger? It was right here.
Looks great.
Probably buried in all this garbage. I gotta stand up and look for my hanger, y'all.
Looks great. I love it. Awesome. Great as is. Pretty. What are you looking for?
The little,
That?
yes, the little hanger. Okay, but I want to see if I have some little beads that can go on it.
Love it. Beautiful. Super cute. And beautiful. Oh, Ella said absolutely beautiful.
Okay, we could do some of these little small beads off of one of these hangers. But I don't think I'm going to put them on there yet because I would want to stain them a darker color to match the Scrabble tiles.
Yeah, just put the jute hanger back on it right
Yeah,
now.
I'm just going to do the jute because I would want to stain these smaller beads. So we're just going to do the little jute.
Tina said you're a woman of many talents.
Thank you. You are so sweet.
Y'all gonna give her a big head and she ain't gonna fit through the bedroom door.
Y'all hear this, folk?
She gonna get a big old head. Harmony is our great granddaughter.
There we go. It is so cute. Where do I want to hang it? Alright guys, that's my craft. I think it turned out cute.
It's cute.
I think it turned out really cute. And I love that little rose on it. The bow I can deal with.
Janine, she got hers at Dollar Tree.
Yeah, this came from Dollar Tree. This came from Dollar Tree. Everything, well, no. Napkins, Scrabble towels from Temu. Ribbon and raffia from Amazon. But the rose and the heart and this little wooden hearts, they are from Dollar Tree.
They all said, good job.
Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to hop off of here and go relax for a little bit before I wash dishes and get ready for bed. Thank you all for hanging out with me, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.